All right, let's get into stock picks. Shane, I'll start with you. Where are you seeing value at the moment?
And Tarling, I would like to recommend the JSE. As everyone knows, the JSE itself is a listed company. The market cap is 12, 13 billion. The JSE is extremely cheap. It trades on about an 8% dividend yield, 11 PE. The historical PE is on average about 13, 13 and a half times. But the thing that drives the JSE is trading volumes. And if you go back 18 months, the JSE was trading about 20 billion a day. Today, the JSE traded 43 billion. And again, I think as Grant earlier alluded to, we're seeing foreign investors becoming more active in emerging markets, and South Africa is part of the emerging market complex. And so the thing that's going to drive JSE volumes and hence profitability is going to be trading activity. And I think this is going to be a good year for emerging markets. It will probably be a good year for South Africa as well. The volumes on the JSE are already up significantly. And then, you know, if I overlay that with the fact that it's a fundamentally strong business model, and the fact that they've got a new chief executive officer, Val Reddy, who I think is an extremely competent executive running a business that, you know, close to has 100% market share in what they do. I think it's a good opportunity and it's extremely cheap.
Grant, are you betting on SA Inc. and the EMs or going into developed markets?
No, we don't need to look overseas when we've got all we need right here. Darling, my pick is Old Mutual. It's really a catch-up trade. You know, the other insurers have outperformed. For many years, Old Mutual has struggled, I think, a little bit for leadership and guidance. And they've got Yuri Stradum there. There's a clear plan. They've still got a very strong brand in the niches in which they operate. It's trading really cheap, 8 times next year's earnings, good dividend yield. But it's been a story where they've struggled to turn the ship around. You know, it's been this big beast with all this potential for many years. I think we're seeing signs of a good CEO making a difference. You've seen at Tiger Brands what a good CEO can do. You've seen at Momentum, if you think back to where they were 5 years ago, with a good CEO bringing in what he's done for that business. I think you're going to see the same thing in Old Mutual. On top of which, you've got this groundswell of interest in SA, particularly the financials are a natural beneficiary of strong financial markets, of the yield curve tightening, the strong rand. So there's a lot of tailwinds, a lot of interest in SA Inc. And I think this is the beginning of the story, not the end. Last year, we outperformed significantly, but that was really all about the precious metals and the commodities. The money now filters down into the rest of the market. And I still remember the 2000s, the commodity boom of the 2000s, and let's hope we see that again. You certainly want to be invested in South Africa for the ride.
All right, gents, thank you so much for your time and sharing your insights with us this evening. That's all for Stockwatch today. Thanks to our guests, Grant Nader from Benguela Global Fund Managers and Shane Watkins from All Weather Capital. Up next, the close.